sleep. I tried to resist, but it got so deep. And when you're next to me, you're still out of my reach. But I just long for you.
Next up, number 22, Hatsune Miku from Vocaloid by Nikki in the Intermediate Division.
Entry 23 in the beginner division, Zelda from Zelda Twilight Princess by Sabrina.
Next up is entry number 24 in the beginner division, Chips from Light Yagami's infamous Take a Potato Chip and Eat It from Death Note by Anna.
From Full Metal Alchemist by Matthew.
Next up in the beginner division, entry number 26, Erica Frog, Free and Arachne from Soul Eater by Christine, Ryan, and Amanda. Here you go.
Thanks. Okay, so next we have entry 27 in the intermediate division. Carcat, Equius, Trezi, Tauros, Solax, Nepta, Dualstar, Radia, Eridan, and Gamesy from Homestuck. Coldplay Memory, Devin Glow, Kim, Lisa, Sarah, Apollo, Azure, Amelia, and Kevin. Try saying that 10 times fast.
Next up is, I'll let them get up to you. There's a lot of them. They got a nice little army. Next up, speaking of army, is entry number 28 in the intermediate division. Spartan 10140 and Spartan 72507 from Halo by Joshua Cook and Jordan.
Division, we have Red Scout, Red Engineer, Blue Medic, and Blue Spy from Team Fortress 2, led by Alexa, Sean, Dean, and Jesse.
All right, next up we have entry number 30 in the intermediate division, Lulu from Final Fantasy X by Samantha.
Alright, next up we have entry 31 in the intermediate division, Shiny Victini from Pokemon by Ruby. Next up, entry 33 in the beginner division, Megan, Leia, and Gina.
Next up, entry number 34 in the beginner division, Kirby from Hoshino County.
Got it, it's okay. All right. Next up, entry 35 in the intermediate division, Marksman Sniper from Killzone by Mark.
Next up is entry number 36 in the beginner division, Tall from Avatar: The Last Airbender by Alex.
Up next, entry 37 in the beginner division, Blood Elf Hunter from World of Warcraft by Lyric.
Next up, entry number 38 in the intermediate division, Medusa and Professor Frankenstein from Soul Eater by Ashley and Drew. And they made their chair. They made a chair.
Next up, entry 39 in the beginner division, Dixon from Kingdom Hearts by Devin.
Sexton, sorry, master roll. Next up, entry number 40 in the experience division, Midna from Zelda Twilight Princess by Sherry.
Okay, so next we have 40.5 in the beginner division, Hikaru and Kaoru from Oron High School Host Club by Amanda and Hannah.
Next up, entry number 41 in the beginner division, Brotherhood Novice and Altair from Assassin's Creed by Chandra and Aline.
Okay, next up, entry 42 in the beginner division, Little Sister from Bioshock, followed by Splicers. We have Jenna's little sister, Kyla, Amanda, Kathleen, and Des.
Next up, entry number 43 in the intermediate division, Hild, Sophia, Talma, and Sunmina from Soul Calibur 4 by Leslie, Aaron, Danielle, and Aaron? There's two Aarons.
Next up, entry 44 in the intermediate division, Alice from Alice Madness Returns by Alice. entry 50. Floyd Gunner from Manakania by Reed.
Alright, next up is entry number 51 in the intermediate division. Zelda and Link from Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess